Hello friends, next part in computer graphics is raster scan display processor. Okay, so there is a central processor, central processing unit or processor. Okay, one more especially for graphics is display processor. Okay, so this figure shows one way to organize the components of raster system that contains a separate display processor. Okay, so this is a display processor, one of the components of raster system. Sometimes referred to as graphics controller. This display processor is sometimes also called graphics controller or display co-processor. The purpose of this display processor is to free the CPU from graphics cores. Okay, so if you use display processor, then there is no need of CPU. Okay, so the CPU is free from the work related to display or graphics. Okay, so whatever the work you have to do by CPU, that work can done by processor. In addition to the system memory, a separate display processor memory area can be divided. Okay, so similarly there is a system memory. Including that system memory, there is a separate display processor memory. Okay, display processor memory, this one is display processor memory, can be provided for additional storage. Scan conversion. A major task of the display processor is digitizing a picture definition given in an application program into a set of pixel values for storage in the frame buffer. Okay, but the major task of the display processor is digitizing. Okay, means in the digital form, you can draw any line, triangle, or any shape, or any color, etc. You can design. Okay, so you need some pixel values. Okay, for each pixel you need some pixel values. Okay, that all the pixel values are stored in frame buffer. This digitization process is called scan conversion. Okay, this digitization process is called scan conversion. Example, displaying a line. Graphics commands specifying straight lines and other geometric objects are scan converted into a set of discrete points corresponding to screen pixel positions. Okay, so there are some graphics commands are specifying, okay, to draw straight lines or any other graphical geometric objects, okay, are scan converted, okay, into a set of discrete points. Converted into discrete point, it contains pixel values, okay, corresponding to screen pixel position. Okay, collection of all the pixel, it become an image. Scan converting a straight line segment. Displaying a character. Okay, how you can display lines, so you can display characters also. Characters can be defined with rectangular pixel grids. Okay, this is the rectangular pixel grids. The array size for character grids can vary from 5 by 7. Okay, 5 rows, 7 columns like this, or 9 by 12. Okay, between 5 by 7 to 9 by 12. So in this example, 3, 6, 8. Okay, 8 columns are there. 3, here also 8 by 8. Okay, so it between what, 5 by 7 to 9 by 12. Okay, it depends upon the higher quality displays. If there is a higher the character grid, so the size of the grid is more, means you can put more pixel. If you put more pixel, the clarity is good. A character grid is displayed by superimposing the rectangular grid pattern into the frame buffer at a specified coordinate position. Okay, so each circle contain what, pixel positions. Okay, it contains their own values. Okay, combining all the pixel values, we can define a character. Okay, this character indicates what, B. Okay, similarly we can design A, C, D to Z. Any character you can define. Using outline, one more method to draw a character. For characters that are defined as outlines, the shapes are scan converted into the frame buffer by locating the pixel position closest to the outline. Okay, so this is the outline. Okay, put pixel positions. Okay, so put pixel position, here one position, here one position, here one position. Okay, on that position that go on display the particular character. Okay, like this. Additional operations of display processor. Okay, display processors are also designed to perform a number of additional operations. These functions include generating various line styles. Okay, not draw a simple line. Okay, including line. There is a dashed line, dotted line, solid line. You can increase the width, decrease the width, displaying color areas. Okay, and applying transformation. Transformation means what? You can rotate the object. Okay, uh, you can decrease the size of the object, increase the size of the. You can expand, condense, rotate. Okay, you can change the position. Okay, transition, all the transformation you can do on the objects in a scene. Display processors are typically designed to interface with interactive input devices such as mouse. Okay, so these display processors are typically designed to interface with interactive input device. Whenever you click on input devices, okay, example mouse. Okay, using mouse also you can draw different shapes. Okay, so that also, okay, whenever you draw a line, okay, so it creates what? Each pixel positions. Okay, by using this display processor. Okay, methods to reduce memory requirements in display processor. In an effort to reduce memory requirements in raster systems, methods have been devised for organizing the frame buffer as linked list and encoding the color information. Okay, you can reduce the memory requirements. You can reduce the memory space in raster system methods. Okay, by organizing the frame buffer as linked list. You know the data structures, stack, queue, linked list. Okay, by using this linked list data structure, okay, there by using that data linked list, you can organize the frame buffer so that you can reduce the memory space. And encoding the color information. Okay, encoding the color information, you can give for each color you can give different codes. One organization scheme is to store each scan line as a set of number pairs. Encoding methods can be useful in the digital storage and transmission of picture information. Okay, these encoding methods are very helpful in what? Digital storage and transmission of picture information. If you want to transfer the what are the pixel positions, number of pixels, all the details also you can transfer. Okay, by using these encoding methods. Okay, first encoding method is run length encoding. The first number in each pair can be referenced to a color value. Okay, so it contains what? First pair is what? Color value, and the second number can specify the number of adjacent. The second can specify the number of adjacent pixels. Okay, so first is what? Color value. Second value is what? Number of adjacent pixels. Okay, how many pixels are there adjacent to current pixel on the scan line that are to be displayed in that color. This technique called run length encoding. Can result in a considerable saving in storage space. Okay, by using this method you can save memory space. If a picture is to be constructed mostly with long runs of a single color each. Okay, if you use multicolor, it takes more space. If you use single color, it takes less space. A similar approach can be taken when pixel colors change linearly. Okay, sometimes what happens, the color change frequently. Okay, so that value also it stores. Call encoding. Second method is call encoding. Another approach is to encode the raster as a set of rectangular areas. That is cell encoding. Okay, one more approach is what? Cell encoding. Okay, in this the encode the raster as a set of rectangular areas. Next, Disadvantages of encoding. Disadvantage of encoding. The disadvantage of encoding runs are that color changes are difficult to record and storage requirements increases as the length of the runs decreases. Okay, so what happens in any movie or any video? Okay, so for every second, so the image get changed. Okay, so similar to that, the color also get changed. Okay, for every pictures, so it's difficult to record all the color values, all the changes what happening for every changing of image. Okay, and the storage requirement also increases. Okay, as the length of the ones decrease. Okay, so if there is any video, there are many images, many changing colors, there are different steps. Okay, so it increases the memory space. Okay, and it's very difficult to record all the values of the images. Okay, it image contain what pixel value. Okay, each pixel contains some values. Okay, so all the pixel value are to store in the memory. In addition, it is difficult for the display controller to process the raster when many short runs are involved. Okay, when from different sources, if the inputs are coming, it is very difficult to display controller to process the raster. Moreover, the size of the frame buffer is no longer a major concern because of sharp decline in memory cost. Okay, nowadays the memory of the computer is very high. Okay, and the cost also decrease. Okay, so there is no issue about the frame buffer, means storage capacity. Okay, graphics workstations and viewing systems. Most graphics monitors today operate as raster scan displays. Okay, nowadays all the monitors display raster scan display, and both the CRT as well as flat panel systems are in common use. Okay, nowadays CRT is not much using. Okay, almost all the people use flat panel systems. Graphics workstations range from small general purpose computer system to multi-monitor facilities, often with ultra large viewing screens. Okay, nowadays all the smart boards, the small ultra large viewing screens are available. Okay, even a small screen also there, even large screen also available. High definition graphics system with resolution up to 2560 by 2048 are commonly used in medical imaging, air traffic control, simulation and CAD. Okay, so nowadays high definition with the high clarity HD quality pictures. Okay, their resolution is more. Okay, around 2560 by 2048. Okay, are commonly used in medical for any scanning of the patient's body or any heart or any kidney. Okay, you can see in the computer. Even in air traffic control, you can see the where the flight is moving. You can find the location, and in simulation and in CAD also. Many high-end graphics workstations also include large viewing screens, often with specialized features. Okay, so nowadays we need some very high large viewing screens. Okay, to view any particular object with zoom. Okay, even we can see the small object with large view. So for that you need a very high-end graphics workstations. Multi-panel display screens are used in a variety of applications that require wall-sized viewing areas. Okay, most of some monitors are put on walls. Okay, so very big size screens are there. These systems are designed for presenting graphics displays at meetings. Okay, you can use these monitors. Okay, which is put on wall. Okay, wall-sized monitors screens. Okay, you used in to display in meetings. Okay, maybe a ministers meeting or from countries presidents meetings. Okay, conferences, conventions, trade shows. Okay, there we can use these screens. A multi-panel display can be used to show a large view of single scene or several individual images. Okay, so you can see a small part, okay, small object in a large view. Okay, so you can study in detail. Each panel in the system displays one section of the overall picture. A large curved screen system can be useful for viewing by a group of people studying at a particular graphics application. Okay, so viewing by, okay, many people you can view on the same screen. Okay, so it is a large screen, so many people can see on one screen. A 360-degree panel view system in the NASA control tower simulator, which is used for training and for testing ways to solve air traffic and runway problems at airports. Okay, so this about the some concepts of graphics workstations and viewing systems. Okay, and previously you studied disadvantages of encoding, and which are the encoding, run length encoding and cell encoding. Okay, and methods to reduce memory requirements in display processor. Okay, okay, thank you.